We ain't wrestling. This is big. He's swinging for the fences.
Well, the two guys, well, the biggest puncher, I feel, at the 135 will probably be Gervonta Tank Davis.
Do you think he has enough power to sustain?
Well, it's really all about
Floyd Mayweather could hardly believe his eyes. One moment, Gervonta Davis was gliding through the sparring session like it was just another light workout. And the next boom, a heavyweight nearly twice his size came crashing down, hitting the canvas like a falling tree in slow motion. The entire gym fell silent.
Man, I was about to spar. Before I was about to spar Tank, he was sparring this big boy. A heavyweight boy. And Tank hit that nigga. He hit him so hard that he was on the top of the rope just like this. And like, I thought he died. Like, I ain't gonna lie to you. I thought he died.
Floyd, usually the calmest guy in any room, had that rare look on his face that said, "Wait, did that really just happen?" You could see it in his eyes, that perfect blend of pride and disbelief, like a scientist watching his experiment explode and somehow succeed beyond expectations.
Tell me about the two heavyweights he knocked out dropped.
I don't drop no names.
No names. Tell me about the situation. So he spars one.
He hit him with a body shot.
Went down.
And I'm talking 200 plus pounds. And the other one he hit with a headshot.
And he went down too?
And he went down.
But people don't expect a guy 130. Table it.
Right. And I'm not just exaggerating because Tank is our fighter. Tank has a punch of power. I don't know where.
Tank didn't celebrate. He didn't flex. He didn't even blink. He simply stepped back, gloves down, as if to say, that's what happens when perfect timing meets raw power. And for a man like Floyd, who's witnessed every punch, every angle, every kind of fighter the sport has to offer, that was a moment he knew. Gervonta Davis wasn't just his protege anymore. He was a one-man highlight reel, rewriting the laws of physics in real time.
We're introduced to a lot of people when that clip of you sparring Tank was released, right?
He doesn't give off a genuine spirit to me. So he's just a very emotional, kind of angry kind of guy.
Was he like that with you after you touched him up, or just before even?
Yeah, I mean just the whole sparring really.
There's a part in the clip he hits you when you're down, and then he turns around, and I think you hit him.
Yeah, like sparring, he was just kind of just doing little dirt.
And here's the wild part: that knockout, it wasn't a fluke. Gervonta Davis regularly spars with heavyweights, not for clout, not for attention, but because he craves real danger in training. His mindset is simple. If I can eat shots from a 230-pound monster, then no one in my weight class can faze me.
In his career, Tank can fight at 140, 147. He has that power.
I think he could be multiple champion, maybe in 54.
Oh, yeah.
Now, one time he went to a gym in Memphis, sparred 4 guys, broke 4 noses in one afternoon. Do you have other examples of things like that Tank did in boxing?
Since he was a kid, man. When Tank was 14 years old, he was sparring state champions, man.
And honestly, it shows. You see it in how he handles pressure, how he stays ice cold when bigger fighters try to bully him. That's heavyweight schooling. Plain and simple. These aren't friendly sparring rounds. They're full contact chess matches where one wrong move can send your mouthpiece flying to third row.
In the corner, and he threw a 1-2-1-2. And I was blocking it, but then he started pushing my head, he was purposely pushing me down. He pushed my head all the way down, and then he was hitting me on my back. So then everybody was like, hey, what you doing? So then I got up, and he asked me if I was good, and then right when I said I was good, he just started hitting me. And he turned around because everybody was like, what are you doing? And I just hit him. Like I said, protect yourself at all times.
But that's what Tank lives for. He thrives in chaos. Every sparring session is a test, a personal experiment to see how far power and timing can Gauhen fear isn't part of the equation. And just after watching him fold heavyweights like stage props in a magic act, the scene shifts. We slide over to Calvin Ford's corner. And suddenly, the energy changes. The spectacle fades and strategy takes center stage. You can hear it in his voice.
That's my partner, Coach Kenny. I don't look for knockouts. I want to be able to punish him so bad where he look over and say, yo, you're a beast.
So, you know when you're training him, because you know he's got that lights off power, that one where if you don't belong in there with him, you won't belong in there with him. Is that something that you don't work on? It's like, that's there already. If you
work on the stuff that I need to work on for what particular opponent I'm in front of.
Calvin's not here for highlight reels. He's not chasing a flashy knockout line for the cameras, and he's clear. He's training Tank to punish Jake Paul, to turn the fight into a lesson, not a photo op, and that matters. Because when a man who's built Tank from the ground up saves not drilling one-punch theatrics, he's drilling sustained damage and total domination. You pay attention, oh, here's a hot take. Jake might bring the chaos, the views, the viral moments, but Calvin, he's bringing old school, consequences, pace control, body work, exploitable holes. The kind of tools that don't trend on Instagram, but absolutely end hype trains and change careers.
Do you think he's underrated in that aspect of his game? Not that it matters, but do you think he is?
To tell you the truth, I want them to keep being the way they are. I don't want him to be the way they want him to be. Like at the end of the day, long we keep getting great results, the results and the numbers will speak for itself.
I can't help but laugh at the idea that Jake thinks this is just a cameo. This camp? It sounds like they've stapled a syllabus to the ring. And Tank is a final exam. We'll see if the showman can survive the schooling. But for now, I'm with Calvin. Don't expect fireworks for clicks, and expect a clinic. The kind that leaves headlines asking, why did anyone ever think a novelty act could outlast a hardened killer, forged in real training and shaped by real pain?
Sometimes losing because they don't realize that Jake actually takes it serious. So this is good to hear. Just already right off the rip, they were already doing something.
Surprised. So tell me, when did you hear about this?
They've been going back and forth for years, Tank and Jake. They've been going at it for years, and it would have happened sooner, you know what I'm saying? But we have hiccups in life.
So we just heard Calvin Ford, making it crystal clear this isn't about chasing a one-punch knockout. It's about punishing Jake Paul. But now we pivot, and Gabe Rosado steps in with some real talk that Gabe's waving the warning flag, like, yo, Tank, don't sleep on this dude. One clean shot, and your night could be over. You can feel the tension in his voice, the kind that only comes from experience. Yeah, Tank's slick. He's sharp. He's been going to war with monsters his whole life. But Jake's size, reach, and raw power, those aren't things Tank sees every day, and that matters.
Making 40 mil is what I hear. Get your money. Because listen, this sport is brutal, dog. We got hustle and bustle. And to put yourself in a position where you can make that kind of money, you can't be mad at Tank. Make your money, because at the end of the day, when it's all said and done, who gonna feed your kids? Who gonna take care of your family? Who gonna take care of you? So I ain't mad at Tank. Get your money.
Gabe's insight is priceless. He's been in Jake's corner, seen all the angles. And what he's really saying is, Tank, you better respect the science here, because one slip and it's lights out. I won't lie, I'm sitting here thinking this is a perfect storm. Slick skill versus raw, attention-grabbing power. You can feel the excitement building that Gabe's caution adds that extra edge, making this fight feel truly unpredictable. Tank's legacy is rock solid. But Gabe's eyes remind us, one punch, one mistake, and the headlines get rewritten. This is exactly why we watch boxing. It's not just skill, it's chess with fists. And a little chaos sprinkled on top.
And we're talking about Jake Paul, 200 pounds, a heavyweight. If one of those shots let go, and you gotta remember, what Tank is not used to is the height and reach advantage. So maybe Tank could drop and think he's away, but Jake got that extra 3-4 inches that Tank ain't used to. They can catch him. That could make a difference. But at the same time, Tank can punch too. And I wouldn't be surprised if Tank hurt Jake.
Gabe's insight is priceless. He's been in Jake's corner, seen all the angles. And what he's really saying is, Tank, you better respect the science here, because one slip and it's lights out. I won't lie, I'm sitting here thinking this is a perfect storm. Slick skill versus raw, attention-grabbing power. You can feel the excitement building that Gabe's caution adds that extra edge, making this fight feel truly unpredictable. That Tank's legacy is rock solid. But Gabe's eyes remind us, one punch, one mistake, and the headlines get rewritten. This is exactly why we watch boxing. It's not just skill, it's chess with fists and a little chaos sprinkled on top.
Oh, and Gervonta Davis. Wow. Wow, that sounds crazy. That sounds real crazy. But doing it in Atlanta was a very smart strategic move. Because one thing about Atlanta, I lived in Atlanta for a good 4 to 5 years. And I know one thing when it comes to us, anything that's popping in the city, they coming out. They coming out. The city is coming out.
And speaking of Atlanta, Berto makes a solid point. This isn't just a fight. It's a full-blown event. The city's going to show up, every seat packed, energy electric. Jake Paul, he's about to get schooled in something he's never truly seen before. A stadium full of people who actually care about real boxing. Berto nails that sweet spot between hot take and reality check when he reminds us, this is entertainment now, but Tank's approach, it's smart. It's about psychology as much as punches. He's using this fight as a statement. You can hate it, troll it, be mad about the matchup, but at the end of the night, Tank cashes a check, and you're left staring at the lights. Man, the way Berto breaks it down, you don't just watch this fight, you feel the energy, the stakes, and the pure chaos about to explode.
City will be coming out. It's going to be packed. A packed house in Atlanta to come out. But of course, support Gervonta, because like I say, Jake ain't never in his life going to see a stadium so filled with black people in his life. You know what I mean? They coming out. It's going to be crazy, right? I see a lot of people in the comments, of course, they're upset about it because we're true boxing.
All right, let me jump in with my 2 cents on why the whole Tank versus Jake Paul fight is actually fascinating chaos wrapped in a boxing match. First up, why are they fighting? It's simple. Tank wants the bag. Jake wants the spotlight. And the fans? They just want pure entertainment. Tank isn't stepping into this lightly. He's a current world champ. Yeah, he's taking on a guy from YouTube fame because it's a smart, strategic money move. Forget the haters. This is modern boxing economics 101 that Tank knows the Roach fight left him bitter, questioning his place, even thinking about retirement. So this is more than just another payday, it's a statement. He's still here, still relevant, still the main event, and he's taking back control of his story.
I'm not surprised that he made a fight like that happen because he doesn't care what you think anymore. Gervonta does not care what y'all think anymore. The way he felt after that Roach fight, how he felt like everybody turned on him. He was already talking about retiring and he hate this fight game.
Now, let's talk about that Roach rematch angle for a second. That fight shook Tank. He felt the pressure, felt the world doubting him, maybe even felt like he was done. But here's the thing, facing Jake Paul isn't just about cash or hype. It's therapy in the ring. Tank gets to unleash all that frustration, from Roach, from the critics, from everyone questioning his legacy, all in one night. And Atlanta, that's the perfect stage, the city ready to bring the energy. T.O. make this more than just a fight. To make it a spectacle where Tank reminds everyone why he's still a superstar, as oh yeah, this isn't just a battle of fists, it's a battle of wills, brains, and that unmistakable swagger only Tank Davis can pull off. This is one of those moments where boxing meets business meets pure entertainment. And honestly, I'm here for every second of it.
This man is going to get the bag. He don't care what you think. He's going to go in there and get the bag, and I know Al Heyman. Al Heyman, I already know Al said, you know what? Forget what they talking about. I'm going to send you to the bank. I'm going to send you to the bank and make sure you get paid, and whatever you want to do after that, that's your business. But let's go get this money.
This is the kind of fight people will be talking about for years. Memes flying everywhere, debates heating up nonstop. And the best part? We get to witness it live. Drop your hottest takes in the comments, because this matchup is pure chaos just waiting to explode. And hey, don't forget to smash that like, share, and subscribe button. Trust me, you don't want to miss a single second of the action. Catch you in the next one.